It's probably Phil there. Oh, it's Brett.
That is awesome. I'm kind of sorry I'm not going to be here tomorrow in person.
Oh, man.
I know.
You are going to miss out. I will tell you that.
If I would have known, I would have worn my outfit.
Not too much. Sometimes I also have enablers, too.
Enablers.
Yeah.
They encourage that?
They'll buy things for me, like, here, you should wear this, like, all right, fine.
I'm getting too old and cynical with Christmas movies. I rewatched The Santa Claus
I don't know that I've ever seen
Yeah.
it.
1994, Tim Allen.
Yeah,
He literally kidnaps his child for a month because he lost custody of the child in a court hearing. So then he kidnaps the child and takes him to the North Pole. They try and make it seem like he only had him there for a couple days. No, it's a whole month.
That's not great.
That's what I said. And I'm getting too cynical when I watch these. So just I can't be like, oh, it's a movie and yay. No, he kidnaps his child and takes him to the North Pole.
There's implications in this.
I have actually not seen it. I'm not going to watch it now for sure.
All right, so you want to get started? You guys ready? Good evening. It's Monday, December 8th, 2025. This is Stoughton Plan Commission meeting, and we do have a quorum. We have one absent and one I believe is going to be coming late, but we have enough to get started. We are certified in compliance with open meeting laws. So the first item of business would be the minutes from the last meeting. I would entertain a motion for the minutes.
Tillerson, motion to approve.
Second?
Second by Majewski. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed. Phil messaged me there is no council representative report, so we'll go on to number 5, citizen comments. We have no citizen comments. We'll go on to number 6, ordinance amending chapter 78, repealing the zoning code for general industrial district 78-105, parent 5, parent B, and plan industrial and light industrial, and 78-105, parent 5 and parent A in the Stoughton Municipal Code. So I'll let Director Munz Pritchard walk us through this.
Yeah, so right now we're working on the comprehensive plan. And in the process, we found that we have one district that has absolutely nothing zoned in it. And it is the general industrial district. And not only that, like when I got on and looked, general industrial, so we have, right now we have planned industrial, general industrial, and heavy industrial. Not one thing is zoned in general industrial. And those zoning uses are both in the planned industrial and heavy industrial. In other words, there's a lot of overlap in those two spaces. So I'm asking that we repeal the general industrial. And then one of the discussions that came up is planned industrial implies it's being planned. That's the zoning district. So I'm asking that we're taking the planning industrial and just change it, the name, nothing else is changing on it, to light industrial and heavy industrial. That's all we're doing. Nothing else is changing on it. So, and then we found, like there's 3 districts. This is just more for
Hey,
information.
is your mic on over there?
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oops, sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. We have like 3 districts that have like a total of 9 properties that are zoned that. And so I think when we get to a different time, I'm gonna start meeting with those landowners and looking at consolidating some of the, like, cause there's so much overlap in those zoning districts and it could be under other location. Do you guys have any questions on this?
Okay. And so we have a public hearing notice for
Yes.
this? All right, so any questions before we go into public hearing? All right, hearing none, we're in the public hearing. Nobody signed up. Apparently nobody cares, at least not yet. They will when they find out what's going on probably.
I don't know. I don't think this is that big of a deal, so I'm hoping
It sounds more housekeeping than
it,
anything.
yeah,
Yeah, I think what happens is, when you first basically purchase your ordinances, there's a lot of boilerplate, and some of it may be applicable and some of it's not. In this case, it seems like a lot of it has never been applicable to us, but we always just left it in there because it came in the package.
yeah. I
It's-
think weirdly, the last property that was zoned general industrial was the bagel shop location, which has not been zoned that for quite a while. That was the only property I found. I don't know, so.
And there would have been another way to approve that,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they've rezoned it anyway, so
yeah. So it would have saved them a step.
they're already done.
Yeah, they're doing well. All right,
No, I was happy to see the consolidation of those two. I thought we were gonna, or as I was reading it, I thought we were gonna stick with a light, heavy, and then like mediocre industrial or something like that.
We can change it to mediocre
No.
industrial and just not use
No.
it. Okay.
all right, we'll close the public hearing. And then, you looking for a recommendation tonight or direction, or what are you looking for here?
It's been noticed, so we can send it to council for the January, if that's okay.
Okay, I'll recommend that to council.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Who wants the second?
Flip a coin.
Bradford, all right. Any discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, next one says informational.
So we have an update with the comprehensive plan. I was actually reviewing some of that today. Had a pretty good turnout did you guys read through it? I don't really want to, yeah, so, yeah, like everybody got into this. Really good responses for the survey. They'll be putting that together. And then they have a timeline going on for review and approval of the comp plan. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. I can, either we can read it or I can put you in touch with Becker.
I was curious in their, like in some of their questions and or recommendations, like they're talking about a lot of, or at least one section of it was school related. And
Yeah.
things that we just don't really have control over.
Yeah, and yep. So, and I mean, you know how it'll be interesting, because I haven't gotten to meet with Becker, and everybody here is probably aware of why. But, go ahead.
So so we're basically paying for this to Becker to run this show, to the comprehensive thing.
Yep.
And why are we doing this for the school district? Is this like a gift to them, to give them information?
I think that, I can't remember right now off the top of my head.
Or required to do it regardless.
Yeah,
by
but
the
it was
state.
like, because of the way that the state law reads, there's 9 categories
Yeah.
that, for comprehensive plans, and the questionnaires fell back on those 9 categories.
I gotcha.
And it's the same thing, like people, I'll get calls and people are like, why are you approving this? And they're calling me for something in Madison, Wisconsin. It's the same thing too. So like people might have wrote in questionnaires and it'd be like, school districts, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, you need to improve the school districts, even though that's not
It's not our
us.
charge.
Yeah, so,
But certainly, hopefully the feedback will help them. I mean, I think what we're trying to do is,
Well, that's great. I mean, that they
Yeah.
were gonna give them that, but it's like, budgets are tight. Let them pay for part of it.
yeah,
Well, it'll be interesting to see, so the townships, Dunkirk and Pleasant Springs for sure are both doing their comp plans. In fact, we met with Dunkirk last month.
yeah,
They invited us, and it'll be interesting to see if they have a school component in their plan as well and how that compares.
yeah,
But yeah, we met with them last month. They requested, they probably want to have some future meetings with, maybe even have a joint plan commission meeting with Dunkirk at least. I don't know logistically how we're going to do that, but,
yeah.
that was one of the requests, but we're kind of waiting until we both get further in the process to understand, you know, what we'd even discuss.
It was actually I think it was a good meeting,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, so.
Yeah, they've hired a guy that's pretty well respected in Madison to do their comp plan, so I think he'll have some good ideas as well. He works with different organizations in there that we partner with, so that'll be good. So this is informational, we don't have to do anything with it. There's a timeline in here. I would imagine that we'll hear about these functions.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that, at this point, you'd want us to pass on to them? Anything that, other than the school comments, that you'd want to add or delete or?
And if I'm actually
Oh,
listening in.
Oh,
Katrina, why didn't you say something?
yeah. Hi, sorry, I was going to. If I could just speak to that a little bit, we are able to break down the responses by only those within city limits. So we can absolutely do that and just analyze responses based on people that are residents within the city. We did include kind of the broader school district area and the surrounding towns just as other options for, for people to take the survey, and they can specify whether they live within the city or in an adjacent town. Just because the planning area for the comprehensive plan is 1.5 miles outside of the city limits, just for the city's extraterritorial jurisdiction. So that's kind of why we did that, to get kind of a bigger picture, more of the broader area. But we can absolutely filter responses by residents within the city limits. So that'll be part of the analysis that we do.
okay. Any
And
questions for Katrina?
Then, I mean, I think my comment with the school district, so if that comes out of the 9 categories that are required by the state in there,
Yeah.
this seems as though this is something that we can push back up the state line and go, like, why do you make us do this when we understand that they're a portion of the city and we do need to plan around what they are doing, but also, yeah, it just doesn't seem like if we can't leverage anything on it, then why are we even bothering with it?
Right. And I can't remember Katrina, it's funny because I was actually reading over the document that you sent me, so all I can remember right now is farmland and environmental, which is not helpful to this question, so I apologize. But yeah, they have really specific, but I can go over that and kind of, Katrina and I haven't met to even, like, we're going to be going over results even of the survey and going into more detail on that.
I
But
imagine you probably won't meet until after the holidays, huh?
I think so.
Yeah. And I'll also just add too that some of these, some of the analysis and the just these key themes that we quickly pulled here are from just open-ended comments. So we had specific questions that were like multiple choice, but then, comments, people could kind of say whatever they want. So that's coming through too. So again, we can kind of filter through by things that are actually within the city's control versus things that we can kind of take into consideration, but with the understanding that the city may not have control over certain things. So.
All right, any other questions or comments for Katrina? All right, not hearing anything. So, future agenda items?
So there was another letter in your packet, and it's talking about the updating of the sign code and why we're doing it. For transparency purposes, I wanted to just be clear that I know that you guys are aware that this has always been on the radar to update. We had Brett reached out to me because of addressing the billboard. And I just wanted you guys to be aware of that going on as well. So, because I just wanted to be very transparent.
but also it really does need to get done, because right now, it's not considered constitutional, because you can't regulate the content of the sign, only the size, and so you can't say stuff like, oh, garage sale signs. It sounds like really bad when you say it's not constitutional. It sounds really, really bad, but it's really not that bad. Like if somebody went and put out something besides a garage sale sign, I don't think that that's the intent of the ordinance, but we do need to fix it. So just so you guys know, if you have questions, please follow up with me or follow up with Brett or follow up with whoever you want. Tim likes to talk.
Sure.
Follow up with Tim.
We love talking about billboards.
Yep.
So, yeah, so Chris has been working on this with the city attorney, so I don't know what the timetable is as far as,
Well, it's painful,
Yeah.
but hopefully soon, so.
yeah. So we want to get it resolved because we have to do the sign ordinance regardless of what we do about our billboard situation. And we have some options that we'll present when we have it all ready.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else for future agenda items?
No, if you guys need anything, feel free to reach out. I think we will have one item. I met with a developer last week. I think we'll have one item for a conditional use permit coming up in January, and that's all.
Okay.
So,
All right. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Now that he just got here.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Second by Caravello. All in favor?
Hi,
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed, we're adjourned.
nice.
All right. We have a gentleman here that would probably like to meet you guys.